This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Armenia's leadership continues discussing a controversial new conscription bill, which, if adopted, will allow young men to significantly decrease their service term should they make a substantial payment to the state budget. Citizens who can afford the proposed amounts are effectively given preferential treatment, while those unable to afford them must fulfill their constitutional duty over a significantly longer period. Armenia's ombudsperson Henrikh Mkhitaryan warned in a statement Sunday, raising concerns over the bill's potential to deepen social inequality and undermine human rights. Under the proposed legislation, provisionally approved by the government last week, but still subject to parliamentary vote, draftees could pay roughly $62,000 to serve only 1 month instead of the standard 2-year term. Alternative options include paying about $47,000 to serve 4 months, or surrendering Armenian citizenship for $39,000. The bill was authored by ruling civil contract MP Henrikh Mkhitaryan, who insists it is not designed to help the rich avoid service, while the poor are sent to the front lines. The bill remains controversial even within the ruling party. A closed-door discussion involving Defense Minister Suren Papikyan and civil contract lawmakers was held today, and Mkhitaryan reportedly struggled to convince his colleagues that the proposal does not unfairly favor the wealthy. Following the ombudsperson's criticism, the Parliamentary Committee on Defense cancelled a scheduled hearing of the bill on Monday. Despite the backlash, Mkhitaryan said earlier this week that the government still aims to pass the bill into law before the next conscription period in July. Defense Minister Papikyan has acknowledged that the proposal requires further revisions. Armenia is reinforcing its sovereignty and minimizing security risks through the ongoing border delimitation process with Azerbaijan, the country's Deputy Prime Minister Mher Grigoryan told reporters yesterday. By carrying out delimitation, we're strengthening our sovereignty and reducing our vulnerability, Grigoryan said, adding that the process is of strategic importance for national security. According to the Deputy Prime Minister, the delimitation will extend from the northern tri-border point with Georgia to the southern junction with Iran. Grigoryan expressed hope that this will proceed in line with the adopted regulations, and said he does not believe that vital infrastructure will be jeopardized as a result of the changes. Speaking about the bilateral commissions overseeing the process, Grigoryan said that there are no major developments to report at this stage, and no date has yet been set for the next meeting. He added, however, "I don't think the work of the commissions is at a stalemate." The most recent meeting of the Armenian and Azerbaijani border commissions took place in January, and there have been no updates on the delimitation since then. After the 2020 ceasefire, the frontier has been a source of recurring tensions, including cross-border shootouts and Azerbaijani troop incursions into Armenia's sovereign territory. Last April, Armenia and Azerbaijan began formally delimiting their border. However, the only progress made so far concerns a 12-kilometer stretch separating Armenia's Tavush region from Azerbaijan's Gazakh district. Under the agreement, Armenia pulled its forces out of 4 long-abandoned Azerbaijani villages, while Azerbaijan handed over a smaller area. The move sparked weeks of protests across Armenia, with demonstrators accusing the government of making unilateral concessions. The delimitation is also logistically challenging, as in several areas key Armenian highways run exactly along or briefly cross into Azerbaijani territory, raising concerns over potential disruptions to local infrastructure and transport. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 22. That is the kit number held by Armenia's footballer Henrikh Mkhitaryan. And with that kit number, he will be starting for Italian side Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League final held in Munich, Germany, this Saturday. In the biggest game of global club football, culminating the current season, Mkhitaryan's team will face Paris Saint-Germain of France. As Mkhitaryan is aged 36 and nearing retirement, this will likely be his last chance to win the world's most prestigious trophy in club football. The fixture will kick off at 11 p.m. Yerevan time and at noon Los Angeles time. Make sure you don't miss it. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.